This is Brian Rogers for BBK Performance to show you how to install our adjustable caster camber kit, part number 2551, for 2005 and up S197 Mustangs. This kit creates adjustability in the front suspension that allows the user to achieve a performance alignment for improved grip, handling, and tire wear on cars with a performance or lowered suspension. Note that the installation of this kit must be followed by a proper alignment by an experienced technician with the correct alignment tools. Begin by breaking the lug nuts loose on the front wheels. Then, lift the front of the car with the jack and support it with sturdy jack stands. Be sure that you don't place the jack stands under the front suspension, specifically the control arms, to avoid clearance issues during the installation. Now loosen the lug nuts and remove the front wheels. Remove the nut that attaches the sway bar end link to the strut and lay the link off to the side. Now remove the strut mounting bolts. Pull the plastic plunger for the brake line support out of its mounting hole on the strut, then remove the brake line mounting bolt from the strut. Use your jack to lift the lower control arm. Align the base of the strut with the control arm and lift the arm until it pushes up on the strut slightly. Remove the top nut from the strut, then slowly lower the jack to release the spring tension. And keep an eye on the brake line while you're lowering to make sure it doesn't get caught or stretched. Push the arm all the way down to remove the strut and the spring from the car. Now remove the 4 mounting nuts on the top of the strut tower and remove the mounting plate from inside of the strut tower. Assemble the BBK caster camber kit and snap the bearing cup on. Place the BBK caster camber assembly up into the strut tower and place the decorative cap over the studs. Then use the supplied nuts to loosely hold the cap and the mounting plate in place. Lift the spring up to the bottom of the bearing cup and then guide the strut into the spring. Note that 2005 to 2009 Mustangs like our test car will need the supplied tubular spacer dropped over the strut shaft, while 2010 and up Mustangs are a direct fit with no spacer required. Line up the lower mounting holes in the strut with the lower mounting holes in the spindle and insert a mounting bolt. Flip the brake rotor upward and insert the upper mounting bolt into the strut and through the spindle. Use the jack to raise the control arm and push the strut upward until the tip is all the way through the hole in the caster camber assembly. Now tighten the strut top nut, the strut mounting bolts, and reconnect and tighten the sway bar end link. Then torque the nuts on the decorative strut tower cap to 26 foot-pounds before lowering the jack. Now reattach the brake line to the strut, then reinstall the wheels and tighten them to the proper torque. The final step to this installation is to perform a proper front end alignment as soon as possible to avoid excess tire wear and unpredictable handling.